Kids, today, children, we have ourselves what year is this thing? Oh, 06 Infiniti M45. We are changing the water pump and also the thermostat. Old water pump, as we can see, had some leakage going on here out the weep hole. So, a customer told me a long time ago that he'd been wanting it done. He just finally got around to getting it over to me. Anyhow, as far as this job goes, this is one of the easiest ones you're going to be doing. I'm doing a ton of work. I might make a couple other videos on this, but we're going to start with the quick water pump because it is fast, easy, and dirty. I took off the upper timing cover. I set them over there initially because the car was parked over there. Now I got to pick them up and move them over here to the carport. The water pump itself, one of the easiest ones to do. There's almost nothing here you really need to remove. I loosened the lower hose clamp down here, lifted it up, took out the three 12mm bolts on the thermostat housing, and then rotated it around so it swung over here. It's getting a new thermostat anyway, so it just gets it out your way. The belt itself, right here, this pulley is a 14mm head. I just used a simple regular shallow socket and a somewhat long-handled ratchet, 3/8 inch drive, no problems there. You can take the belt off. However, before you take the belt off, and I shouldn't have said that before I told you what to do next, is there are four 10mm bolts that hold on the pulley. Crack all four of those first, and mine came off real easy, no problems at all. Then take off your belt. I found it was easier actually to pop the serpentine belt to the inside of the pulley of the water pump, undo the four bolts, take the pulley off, then flip the belt over the mounting flange of the old water pump. This is the new water pump. Yeah, I know it's blue RTV. I hate this stuff. I usually prefer the black, but customer bought it and it's free, so using that. You just try not to make a mess with it. Now the old gasket pops right off because fortunately it's one of these really nice stainless gaskets with the Viton coating on them. You can it makes almost no mess. I use the wire brush on the drill on the block, so, or whatever, I guess it's the engine block down there. Yeah, the aluminum block, it just cleaned it up super fast. There are six 12mm bolts. I found that the best solution was, if you're using hand tools, one was this 2.5 inch, 3-inch extension on a deep well socket. That was my solution. You may find a slightly different solution. This control unit for the radiator fans is sort of in your way for a couple of them, but that got every single one of them out without any problems. Pump just pretty much falls off. I have a catch pan underneath to catch any fluid that drips down, and plenty of rags to clean up my mess. Pop it off, pop the new one on. I mean, this is a half-hour job. It pays reasonably well. I forgot what the total ticket on this for a water pump is, but you can do this yourself with just basic frickin' tools. This is all the nuts and bolts. There's also two 10mm nuts right here, two 10mm bolts back here on the center cover, sitting over there. You don't need to take this off or nothing. It just oil cap. GMs, you have to pop those things off all the time, but nothing else needs to come out of your way. Take this off. These are thermostat housing is three 12mm nuts, or 12mm bolts. Like I said, I undid the lower clamp, pulled the clamp up, and then clocked this on the pipe to the angle that I wanted it, so it's out of the way. Hope this helps somebody. Now I'm also seeing this right here for the air box. There's a possibility, and I'm believing that I'm correct now the more I look at this, that there's supposed to be an air box right here. It's not on this vehicle. I just noticed that. And no, even though there is blue RTV on here, I am not responsible for either this nor this bullshit. I know I did not do that. Although years ago I put the radiator in on this car. Other people have worked on it since I did the radiator on here, probably 3 years ago. So I don't accept responsibility for that. Although this is something I probably would have done if I had to at the time. And this is something I definitely would never have done. I'd never drill a hole through a freaking radiator like that. It's fucking retarded. Peace out, bitches.